Okay, let's roll right into our post-race for our winning team. He's Kyle Busch. He wins the Ford 200 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Driver the number 18 Toyota Tundra, Traxxas Toyota. And his crew chief Eric Phillips joins him. For Kyle, this is his 24th NASCAR Camping World Truck Series win, his 8th Series win in 2010, his 85th National Series win in NASCAR, and he is also the 2010 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Owners Champion with Kyle Busch Motorsports. Kyle, congratulations. This has to be one of your more remarkable wins after taking that thing into the wall and just everything tonight. Congratulations. How were you able to do it?
It was definitely wasn't the way we wanted to do it, but it turned out the way that it was pretty exciting, hopefully for everybody on TV and sitting in the stands. But you know, these guys do such a great job at Kyle Busch Motorsports, and you know, this weekend that Traxxas Tundra was quick. Just had to keep it out front, and we were doing that pretty good for much of the race there, just fighting really loose. And you know, I got in the wall a little bit there, and then you know, we come down pit road and we fixed it and put tires on it, tightened it up a little bit to where I could really drive it and drive it hard. And then coming back up through there, things were getting a little bit crazy. I don't even know where I was on the backstretch. One time I was in the middle of a gaggle that was probably 15, 20 trucks, but somehow we made it through that, and you know, we just made our way back up towards the front. I knew we could do it. I knew we had a fast truck, and you know, I just thought that if you could be a little bit patient but yet be really aggressive, you could get up there and do it. You know, there was some times where I would just get out of the gas and wait and kind of let things sort out, but you had to get right back in it and try to get through there. So these guys have done a phenomenal job all year, though. I can't thank everybody from Eric Phillips here making some great race calls on top of that box, to Rick Wren putting this whole deal together with me and helping me get the right people in the right places. And as Joe Gibbs would tell you, that you win with people, and it doesn't matter whether you're in the NFL or NASCAR. But I feel like I won with my people this year, and the guys that we had on board were just tremendous supporters of mine, and worked long, hard hours in the shop, never gave up, never held their head down, never pouted about how much we were working, but just kept working and being able to make sure that we were to the next race. And you know, you can't ever show up late. Practice is on time in the morning, so you can't never miss out on any of that.
Well, Kyle, you've won a Drivers' Championship as in the NASCAR Nationwide Series now. In the Truck Series, you've won an Owners' Championship. You're 25 years of age. You've got 85 National Series wins. How does it feel to be an Owners' Champion as well in this sport of ours?
It's excellent. I mean, you know, that's what we set out in the beginning of the year to do, is to come out here and to work as hard as we could, to work with two different drivers at first, myself and Brian Eichler. But then when Brian got the call to go drive some Roush racing stuff, that, you know, we brought in Johnny Benson for a race, and we brought in Casey Kane for a race. And without all those guys being able to give us good, solid finishes, you know, we wouldn't be in this position. So it's to them, it's to Eric, it's to Rick, all these guys. I mean, for myself, I mean, you know, it's just the name on the door that says Kyle Busch Motorsports, and maybe that's who the checks are signed by, but it takes a lot more than just that to go to the racetrack week in and week out. I mean, their families and their family support, and my support from Samantha and my mom and dad and my brother too, is just, I mean, being 25 years old and being in this spot now, winning an Owners' Championship. I mean, we never would have thought, but you know, we're still under a year. We haven't even gotten to our year anniversary yet of the doors being open. So it's pretty special to be in this position. And again, you know, it wouldn't be possible without all these guys, especially Eric.
And Eric, congratulations. You've been a part of many of these wins now with Kyle, and being able to celebrate here tonight at the season finale has to mean a lot to you.
Yeah, it does. It's just an honor to work with these guys. Kyle and Rick give me this opportunity. You know, it's been a phenomenal year. The guys, you know, most of the people haven't been here 10 months yet. So just to be able to do this the way we did it, that was the biggest thing coming in this weekend. I wanted to win. You know, we wanted to come here, lead the most laps, sit on the pole, and win the race. We did 2 or 3 of the 4, I guess, but we were come up a little short on the pole, but we just wanted to put a stamp on it. That this team's really good. We do a good job every week, and we keep fighting. And I think, you know, when he got in the wall tonight, that shows kind of what kind of race team this is. We fight through it. We don't get excited. We fix the truck, and Kyle does a great job on the racetrack.
I will take questions now for our race winner and our championship owner and his crew chief. We'll start here with Chris.
Yeah, Chris Jenkins, Associated Press. Kyle, you talked about it even in Victory Lane. How tough is the sponsorship market right now? And do you have any sense of what your outlook is for next season, or you just not know at this point?
It's very tough, and it's very unfortunate, too, because I feel like we've got a great product, we've got a bunch of great people, and I've got a great relationship, not only with Joe Gibbs Racing, but with Joe and with all the people at M&M's Mars and all the people at, you know, whether it be FedEx, whether it be Home Depot, you know, I can utilize all those. And so, you know, different business-to-business avenues. I've got so many different ways to work it, and that's what I've been doing a lot this year at trying to get some stuff done and some stuff built up and bring up some good ideas to people. But it just, you know, with all the people that I've been able to talk to, I can't get the pen to the paper. You know, I'd have 3 full-time trucks fully funded right now if I could just get everything signed up and ready to go. But it just, once it comes down to committing, you know, it's hard to get that to happen. And, you know, it's not that they're going somewhere else or to another team. It's just, you know, they're not doing anything. So it's a struggle, and it's hard on me, and it's hard on Eric, and it's hard on Rick and all these guys to know what we're doing going into the off season. And, you know, I wish I had better news.
Bob Pockris.
Bob Parker, Scene Daily. Eric, how many guys do you have any idea on your team have ever won a championship like this, or is it new for a lot of them?
I think it's new. Woody, my truck driver, was with Johnny a couple years ago when they won the championship. Other than that, most of them haven't. 2 of the guys have been with me for a long time. One of them, our parents grew up together, so that's pretty special. You know, anytime you win with guys that haven't been to Victory Lane, and it's my first time as a championship, so it's a big deal. It's a big deal to do it at Homestead. You know, a good friend of mine lost his life here, and he's the guy that gave me this opportunity. And John Nemechek, I just wanted to win tonight, and it's just such a big deal.
That's big.
Got a question over here from Al. If we could get him the mic, Edward. Thank you.
Yeah, Kyle, Al Pierce from Auto Week. You say you set out to win the championship, but realistically, were your goals a little more modest, or did you honestly feel 8 wins in the championship was within reach for a brand new 11-month-old team?
That was the goal. I mean, that was the goal when we set out. You know, having I would never have started it if I couldn't get the right people, and Rick Wren was the first start of that. And I knew him being a championship crew chief and the roles that he's played over at Kevin Harvick's and you know, the other places that he's been, Addington's and all that kind of stuff. You know, he's been around the series for a long time. He's a very smart guy. He's a very good people person. He knows how to build race teams and personalities in race teams, and he spends a lot of time you know, devoting himself to that, and, you know, putting it all up on his whiteboard and everything and trying to figure it all out, and he stares at it for hours. So he's very methodical, and he's very, very smart. And I didn't know all that before hiring. I just knew that he was good at what he did. And Eric coming on board and being able to prepare us fast race trucks, we took a lot of his notes. We took a lot of Wren's notes. We pieced them together with myself, too, because I won 7 races last year. Eric won 3 races last year, and Rick won another 5 or 6. So with all 3 of us put together, we won 14 races or something last year, and we knew we could do that again this year. And so it's just been it's been a ride. And in the beginning of the year, I remember I told Eric and I told Wren after Atlanta, Harvick just handed it to us, and I was like, we're not going to do it if we're going to run like this, and we finished second. So it was kind of funny, but these guys dug in deep, dug hard, and got us to where we are tonight.
Probably going to have you here. We've got about 1 or 2.
Reed Spitzer of Sporting News. Kyle, you've shown your resilience all year long, whether it's the kind of thing that happened tonight or coming back from a pit road speeding penalty, something like that. I was just wondering if, with Denny, you know, on the verge perhaps of a championship, whether the fact that he went through surgery and came back from that throughout the course of the year elevated your level of respect for him and his toughness.
Well, sure. I mean, I've had a level of respect with Denny since I've joined JGR, in that he's a great race car driver. He does a lot of good. He's helped me an awful lot at the short tracks. I've helped him an awful lot at the mile and a half stuff, and we've worked a lot with each other at being able to further along JGR. And I think that relationship between us these past 2 years and with Joey these past 2 years has gotten Denny to where he is. I can't take a lot of credit. I'm just saying I feel like we've both helped each other out. And Denny's he's got a lot on the line this weekend, and I can't imagine being in his shoes. And hopefully one of these days I am in his shoes. But tomorrow I got to do the same thing I did tonight. I got to go out there and race hard, and maybe race a little bit more cautiously because I got less of a point margin than I did tonight. And I'm sure his blood pressure went up for a while, but we made it through tonight, and hopefully we can make it through tomorrow, and then again on Sunday, and bring home 3 Toyota championships, and all somehow affiliated with me, I guess.
Anything else for Eric or Kyle? Bob Pockris has a question.
Kyle, you won the Owners' Championship over Jermaine, and it sounds like that Jermaine's going to expand to maybe 3 trucks next year from what we're hearing. Do you think that'll make them stronger, or will it make them weaker?
I can't imagine it doing anything but making them stronger. They're going to have more people to pull from. They're going to have more opportunities to learn things, to try things. It's no different than a 3-car or a 4-car team in the Cup Series. So depending on who the drivers are, I guess it's it's Todd, and then it's Max Pappas. I don't know who the third one is. Is it
Brendan.
Who?
Brendan is what they're here.
Brendan gone?
Yeah.
Okay. First I heard that. All right. You have opportunities there to learn from everybody and to learn things and to try different things across the board. So should help.
Okay, congratulations, Kyle Busch. Congratulations, Eric
All right,
Phillips.
guys, thank you very much.
And job well done tonight and this season.